Hello everybody and welcome back to Staxel, where we have a nice rainy day today, which is always good. We're getting stuff done now. Let's see if our good old Drew has managed to stay the night where he's meant to be. Which is in his little pen, in here. What I might need to do eventually is to put a second door in so that they can't like escape it when I come in the door. At the moment, I can just leave a little hole for myself in the wall and I can just go over it, but I think eventually I'd like to properly use the door. So I could maybe put a little tiny fence around this area here, which will stop him from getting out or something along those lines anyway. So we've got some cow pats. Have we got any milk today? Yes, we do, but we're going to need some more trough food very soon. I can sell the cow pats and milk in return for food. Now, eventually, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get some pigs and some sheep and stuff like that, and we'll probably expand the barn quite extensively. We'll just keep buying blocks for it. Tilly, why don't you make me anything I can sell? You're like a rubbish cat. It's just growing healthily. All my crops here are starting to grow. They shouldn't be too difficult to keep watered and everything. And I'm hoping that this time round I'll do a much better job than I did last time round. Now the sunflowers, you get a sunflower seed back when you put a sunflower in. But if I put the sunflower, if I can, I haven't tried it, but if I can put the sunflowers back into the reaping machine, what's it called? The seed maker. If I could put it back into the seed maker, then I can multiply them up a lot. And then I will probably make a whole little stripe just for sunflowers, which will be so cool. But I need some more of these cobblestone blocks, I think, before I can add to that at all. Yeah, I do. And for that, I need to sell stuff. And I don't really have anything to sell at the moment. It'll be a couple of days before my berry bushes really give me anything, I think. Oh no, hang on, we might have raspberries today. Oh no, we'll have raspberries tomorrow, I think, and we'll have blueberries tomorrow as well. Those blueberries bushes are growing nicely as well. Cool. Happy with that. I actually think it's growing on me. Like, they're big enough that having grass around them isn't too much of a bother. Although I might try and make it so it's the same grass around them, and I might make like a little border around them and make them look pretty and stuff like that. I don't know. I like making things look pretty, and I feel that like when they're just growing in the middle of nowhere, then there's no real rhyme or reason to them. Got a lot of weeds around here that I think we could do with getting rid of. Not getting many mixed seeds at the moment. We're getting the odd one, but I have to do quite a lot of hoeing to get them. I wonder if you get more in spring or something. Honestly, sometimes I swear it's easier just to not power the tool up at all. Probably somewhere to like about here is a good idea too. There we go. There's some seeds there. Good, good, good. We're getting some. I can't actually afford seeds at the moment. I've spent way too much on just everything that I'm doing at the moment. So seeds are at a bit of a premium. I mean, one thing I can do is I can always hoe out an area for the mixed seeds in my sort of stripy pattern that I've got going on here. And then put the stones in later once I've got a bit of money. Put the cobblestone in. Because I am down to my last 5 petals at the moment. Which isn't so great. That bug will get me a bit of money though. As all those mushrooms. So I'm kind of back down to what I can gather at the moment. Might have to do some beach combing. Apparently, oh yeah, the honey's ready. Honey is available, but the bees are grumpy. What? Oh. Someone said I need a smoker. That's what that's all about. Well, let's see if we can get a smoker to smoke the bees and calm them. Thank you, whoever said that. I didn't understand it at the time. I understand it now. Did I milk the cows? Yeah. Okay, so how much would a smoker be? So I can actually harvest this honey that I'm getting from these queen bees. Well, this is good. I love how the farm is slowly building itself up. So, do we have a smoker? Ceiling lamp, baking station, wardrobe, table, fire station, picket fence, kitchen counter, bookshelf, combining station, wall torch, apiary, chopping station, nope, watering can, sheep shears, seed sign, hoe, grass. Ah, smoker, 60. That's not so bad. Once I've sold all my bits and bobs, I should have enough for that easily. So, mushrooms. I wonder how often I'll get honey now. That's 74. I've got the milk still to sell, haven't I? Creature bird. I've got grasshoppers. I've got flies. I got mushrooms. Good. So what food do I need? I'm going to need food for Drew. And if I'm not finding eggs pretty soon, I'm going to need a capture crate. But I'll leave it a couple of days just to see. But I want eggs so badly. Oh my goodness, look at that bed. It's so cute. Okay. It's like a princess bed. Chicken feed. And Tilly feed. And with whatever we've got left, I can buy my smoker to get my honey. Sheep shears. I'm nowhere near getting sheep, unfortunately. I want the barn finished before I get too many more animals, really. I want the barn to be a nice space that they can live in and enjoy. Wind chimes. I don't know what's the deal with the chessboard. I'm probably gonna have to buy one, make one at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna probably leave the barn kind of open to the elements a little bit, and then the sheep and stuff can just mill around outside a bit as well. I'm so glad I worked out corners though. Oh, that's so much better. That was so annoying. Okay, so these are all just going to grow of their own accord. But yeah, I certainly didn't see Drew. Drew is grumpy. Why are you grumpy? Don't understand. You've got your house. You've got your food. Maybe Drew needs a friend. Okay, so how are you feeling? Zangiri is glowing with life. And Buttercup is also glowing with life. Well, that's good. We probably should feed them. I think Drew still had some food, which is fine. But we need cow food. We've got some cow food there. And we need cat food. And then we need to go and have a look at our bees. Oh no, Tilly's fine. For once. It's very unusual for Tilly to not be totally ravenous. Boom, green dragonfly. Harvest mushrooms. So you're getting loads of stuff to harvest now. It's all starting to come to fruition a little bit more. Which makes me very, very happy. Okay, so I've got a smoker now, and I should be able to use that to calm the bees. Okay, so now they are calm. Honey is available, and the bees are calm. So how do I harvest it then? With my hand? I have to have an empty hand? With a net? Okay, I'm missing something here. There's obviously some other thing I need to actually physically harvest the honey. So I wonder what that is. I'm still grumpy, Drew. Yeah. I don't understand what the grumpiness is all about. Whether it's because the ceiling isn't done properly, or there's not enough space, or what. Honestly, Drew hasn't been happy for ages, and it's really annoying me. Tempted to buy another chicken and see how it does in there with him, or maybe I will expand the area a little bit, just give him a little bit more space. It needs to be big enough to see the eggs. Sorry, small enough to see the eggs. But I could still expand it a little bit more for them. We've got loads of money, so let's go to the shop and see if there's anything else that looks like it might help me harvest stuff. Oh, shipping station. I really need that. Shovel, bug net, milker, watering can, sheep shears, pickaxe. Anything that looks to me like it would help me with bees. A hammer. I don't want to use a hammer on it, really. Try using my scythe on it. I didn't think of that at the time. Or I could try using my milker on it. That's another thing I could do. Mixing station, boiling station, picket fence, ceiling lamp, bookshelves, all the stations, stylish sinks. So you would definitely think that, like, you'd definitely think there'd be some way. I'm going to run back to the apiary and I'm just going to try all my different tools on it that I can. And hope that I don't break it. I don't know if someone has already told me in the comments, like, how I'm supposed to deal with this, but I apologise if I'm struggling and you've told me already and I've somehow managed to miss it. I just have to try every tool I can. I would have thought I'd just click on it and that would be it, but no, I think a tool is needed. So the bees are hopefully still calm from the smoker. Break. Check. Scythe maybe. And the milker doesn't do anything. I really don't want to break it though. Seems to be the only thing I can do. Honey is available. And the bees are calm. Rallying bees still. I mean, do I need to break it? I don't want to break it. Right guys, I'm going to leave it for... Oh, I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave it either. I'm getting annoyed now. Oh, no, nothing says harvest though. For science. It's better not. I didn't get anything in there. Place. Check. And the apiary is broken. Great. Well, these other two are gonna start working soon. And hopefully by the time that happens, I will have worked out how to harvest honey. Because that's really super annoying that I lost the queen there just for breaking it. And that's annoying that if I ever want to move them, that I'm going to lose the queen as well. she's gone. She's completely gone now. Bye-bye, queen. No queen bee. So yes, that was slightly frustrating. But it's all a learning experience. There is gonna be something that I need to harvest that honey, and I don't know what it is. I've tried the scythe, I've tried the hammer, I've tried the hoe. I don't know, it'd be pickaxe, axe. Ensures, yeah, puts the bees into a comfortable sleep and ensures safety when harvesting the honey. But then how do you harvest the honey? Because I tried it with an empty hand. Nothing. So there's got to be something in that shop that will help me with honey. I don't think it's going to be a bug net either. But now I've got an apiary without a queen in it, which is really annoying as well. Anything in here that might be like a machine for harvesting honey? No, I need to forget about it and go and look up what that is, because that was my own impatience. I was like, oh, surely I'd be able to find it with whatever tools I've got. But I couldn't, so it's bad. Right, anyway. I think we need to go to sleep before I get knocked out. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied because you can probably tell I'm quite frustrated that it wasn't easy to work out how to harvest that honey. I don't like things that don't go explained. I mean, maybe if I'd talked to more people, they might have told me at some point. Maybe if I chatted to the barkeep a few times, he might have given me a clue. Maybe I should pop in there, actually. See if he's got any other little tips. Let's see a farm fan. Nice to see you again. Doing well? Yep, pretty much. Let's have a chat to Rowan. Good to see you, She-Lab. What can I do for you today? Let's chat. Supposedly baking can be quite profitable. It would be wonderful to have a bakery around here. Perhaps someone will build one someday. Yeah, me? Maybe. Probably never. Let's chat. Watch out for that farm fan. She can be a bit overbearing at times. I don't doubt she'll have plenty of useful tips for you, though. I'm afraid I don't know her real name either. You got any tips? About bees, particularly? Hi, Rosemary. Hi. Did you need something from me? No. What I need is to know how to harvest beehives, but I'm not going to need to know that for a couple of days now because I ruined my beehive. Now I have to start all over again from the start. Hi, Leaf. Oh, it's you. I managed to find a shop counter on my own in the end. Oh, sorry. I couldn't find one. I looked in all the shops and everything, and I don't have a blueprint for one, so it's a bit tough, really, isn't it? Also, I've got a lot to do, so I'm gonna just give it a rest with the tips and hints from him for now. I do need to try and find out who's lost their bunny phone, but I can keep that for a while. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. And then we're going to see if we can get some more eggplants to plant in the morning. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got knocked out. We'll pretend that didn't happen. So I wonder why 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 are in blue. I wonder if that's like good planting days or something. I don't know. It's weird, huh? Okay, so I've got a couple of crickets that I could actually sell as well. That acorn I could sell. Oh, I wonder whether to collect honey, you would need a jar. If that's the case, I'm going to be so annoyed that I broke that beehive. Oh my goodness. If it's just a case that I didn't have a jar to collect the honey in, I am going to feel like a fool. So I'll grab one, and then when the next beehive, it only just occurred to me. then you probably need a jar. Okay. I'll buy an empty jar, because syrup, for example. Yeah, you know it. A recipe for butter. I wonder if you can get a recipe to make butter around here. Chips, fried egg. I would buy a fried egg recipe if my chickens would lay any eggs. But they won't right now because they're a bit broken. But yeah, I've got a jar now. So we've got a jar and a smoker, so I can try a jar. I have a feeling that that's the answer. So I really need to find more bees now. But it's going to be a case of I will find a bee when I find a bee. You can't just magic up bees. They come to you when they feel like it. And I imagine they probably are a lot more prevalent in the summer months. So I may well have an entire year to wait. But I have 2 more beehives, so that's fine. And as I say, as I find queens, I will add them to the beehive. Sorry, I'll put them in that apiary, and then I will be buying more apiaries. But some of these things are just a bit of trial and error and working things out, and I think I may have worked out the answer for the bees. I really hope I have, because, like, honestly, it's frustration that makes me do silly things like that. So, yes, not good. Doing a bit of firefly catching just because I can. It's raining today, so it's another day where I don't really need to worry about anything, really. I don't need to worry about watering or anything like that. I do need to check on my eggplants and see if they're, you know, nearly ready to pop. I imagine they will be. Grab these fireflies over here as well. It's actually very lucrative. So that's another thing that would be really good at the start of the game. Grab yourself a bug net and go catch fireflies. Just actually very sweet. Very sweet pastime, isn't it? Just catching fireflies with a bug net. Okay, let's go back to the farm. Because the cows need milking and the chicken needs sorting out. I need to be able to check very soon after in the morning whether eggs have been... Oh, got those to harvest as well. I'll do that in a minute. But I want to double check that Drew is definitely not laying any eggs. And I want to double check on the mood as well. Drew is finally content, but we don't have any food. Do we have some chicken food? Yes. There we are. 4 units of chicken feed. So Drew is capable of being content within this space. I may increase the size of the space though. Because I'm finding it a little bit hard for me to come in that door without letting Drew out. So if I want to finish this building off and put nice windows in and things like that, it needs to be a bit bigger, I think. Even just a couple of blocks bigger actually would be fine. You guys, I think this needs to be much bigger as well. Like their little barn area is far too small for the size of animal they are. And that door will be too small as well. You can tell. Buttercup is busy. I wonder what they're busy doing. Oh look, there's a cow pat on the floor. Surprise, surprise. Zangiri, how are you feeling? Glowing with life. So I basically need to make sure that I pet these animals every day. And that will probably include Tilly, wherever she is. She's around the side. Hello. Tilly is content. Good stuff. So we've got milk off the cows. Got raspberries. That one's still going. So did we end up with 4? Yeah, so sometimes you get double ups as well, so that's good. Some blueberries there. Or it might be that if it's been 2 days, they might... No, because it's only every 3 days you get them. Interesting. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure on that one. Grab some of those. I like acorns because they sell for a bit. Aha, my eggplants are ready. Okay, good. So, what I'm going to do with the eggplants is put them back in the ground. So, how many did I get? Inventory's full again. Yay! So they're all sat on the floor. Oh my goodness, I can't even see one of them. So one of them is possibly just gone away somewhere. Oh, I hate my inventory so much. It's so tiny for so much stuff. I'll try and get some more eggplant seeds. And put a few things away. I have all these things that I want to sell, and then they just take up so much space. And all my tools, like so many tools now. It's crazy how many tools I have. Okay, so we can sell all of those things. My farming license, right, needs to be somewhere that is not in my inventory. I wish I could put it up on a wall. I can do that in Portia. Should be able to do it in this. I'll put it on a shelf anyway. And then I'll see what I can find out of these eggplants. If they've despawned, I'm going to be so upset. Don't know where the one off that one went. Well, let's make eggplant seeds out of that then. See how many we get. And we got 1. That's unfortunate, but I will still plant it. The onions are growing nicely. The potatoes growing nicely. The corn and everything is growing nicely. And we have enough space down here for 1 eggplant. Oh, it doesn't even need watering either. That's great. And we actually have 6 wild seeds right now. So I'm going to hoe in a little area up here for them to live in. We've got more eggplant, we've got more onions. That looks to me like potato or corn or something. A couple of eggplants actually, that's good. And again, I'm just going to use my shovel and I'm just going to dig a trench around it. And then I can eventually fill that trench in. Where is my shovel? There it is. I'm going to eventually fill that trench in. With some nice cobblestone. And as I say, this just seems to be the easiest way to stop problems with incorrect watering. So you just hoe it all out, and then any seeds I find, I can just know I've got space for them. Yeah, this is a lot like Stardew in the way it starts, I feel, because... Oh no! I've planted that in the wrong place. Well, that's going to have to stay like that for now, but that will have to be corrected. So that's going to need to be all sewn up. And that'll need to be taken out on the second rope, because otherwise it's just... You can't see. You've got to have a nice wide... section between them, otherwise you just cannot see properly to water, which was the problem I had in the first place. So that needs to be corrected, which I hate. I hate the fact I have to correct that. At least though, the 2 eggplants ended up in a place where that's not... Well, do you know what? The eggplants are gone at the end of autumn anyway, so end of autumn, beginning of winter, I can just take everything out, and hopefully by then we'll have more sunflowers to plant. Fingers crossed, anyway. Okay, so pretty much the order of the day now is to carry on expanding the chicken bit, I think. And we could maybe start roofing I don't know how we do roofing. It's going to be an interesting experiment to put a roof on that, but something we need to do. Also, I'm going to actually make a stand here. And I'm going to dig out all the extra bits of grass that we do not need in this bit of path. And I'm going to leave it like that until I can add them all in. And I'm going to do exactly the same in here with this. And eventually I will get around to replacing them. Maybe I'll do it quicker if they're all missing like that. Oh, those will be ready in the morning, I reckon. Maybe. Possibly. And if they are, I might be able to get them done. Do you know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to dig this out all the way up to the end. I'm going to put the bits back in, the bits of dirt back in where they should be. Along here, and then I'm going to hoe it all in. Just so I know myself what I'm dealing with. I know that I'm not going to start planting things all the way down accidentally. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hoe this all up. And then I'm going to dig the next set of trenches. And make them double wide properly like they should be. There we go. That is much better. And I can hoe it all up. Ho, ho, ho. Of course, I can power up the hoe, can't I? I think I can anyway. Not that I'll need to do it very much anyway. But yeah, I much prefer this whole idea. The way I'm going to actually lay out my farm, because I just feel like I want to be able to see what I'm doing. That is the main objective. I can always do a second set of farms going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 long, so I know that. I'll probably forget and have to recount it, but never mind. We've got a double wide, so it's 2. So it's like 2, then a space, then 2, then a space. Start to see the shape of it coming out. And that is going to be how I am going to plant everything. And I'm going to get some blocks to fill in the spaces where I've made these trenches. But these trenches are going to be the start of it. They're just going to show how everything's going to be laid out. I'm hoping I'll be able to fill these all up by the end of autumn. Because the seed maker is going to mean that I can really multiply things up. So yeah, this is the idea. There we go. So yeah, once those I think they're just like corn and onions and stuff. Once they're grown, I'll dig them back out again. And then we can get our second row of cobble along there. As I say, I just want to make sure that I've got enough room that I can see to water everything. It's been raining a lot lately, which has been useful. Okay, let's go and see how long it will be before I can test my jar theory on the honey. An 8 out of 10 bees, so the queen has rallied, so it'll be a couple more days before I can do that. I feel such a fool. I didn't even think just to grab a jar and try and put honey in the jar. I kept thinking, well, I need a tool, I need a scythe, I need to like scrape it like they do with honey and when they actually harvest honey in real life. You know, they just scrape it into a big tub or something. I didn't think, oh, well, you probably just need to hit it with a jar. I mean, that's so obvious now I think about it, but just one of those things. Didn't think about it at the time. Thought maybe breaking the apiary would work. I mean, I kind of knew in my heart that that wouldn't work. But never mind. We might find some more bees. Well, I'm going to go do some selling now, I've decided. I'm going to sell some stuff. Mushrooms. What else have I got that I can sell? I really need to start looking at making some more stuff. I've done a lot of stuff around the farm lately. I kept my rhino beetle. Have I only got one rhino beetle? No, I've got two. Okay, phew. I thought I only had one then, and I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I'd specifically put two up there. But it's fine. So I do need to buy a whole bunch more cobblestone. Any more seeds that I can find, or buy, or beg, or borrow, I will want to do to plant them, because we're only on the 4th so far, so we've got a long time for things to still grow, which is going to be really good. Let's see how Drew is feeling today. Is there any eggs yet? No. No eggs at all. And it's in a tiny, tiny space as well. So I think Drew... Now Drew is content though. I may capture Drew and try to reset Drew. And Drew now has a proper... Drew is content. So Drew now has a proper situation for laying eggs. Like, it's a nice small space. I'll be able to see them each morning. So I've got a lot of people that want to be chickens, but the chickens are not productive right now. So I don't see the point in spending 5 grand on a chicken so I can get no eggs off it. So until I see proof of how to make the chickens lay eggs... I need another... Oh, I'm going to need to water today. So this will be a good test of my watering stuff. Oh, this is a lot better, isn't it? I can very easily see that all of that has been watered. My sunflowers are starting to grow, which is great. I'm going to say, I'm going to try seeing if I can start doubling the sunflowers up using the seed maker. Because I get 1 sunflower seed back from them each time I harvest. But I think also I can put the sunflowers themselves back through the seed maker. I should be able to start making a whole massive thing of sunflowers. Yay! Those oats are probably going to be ready really soon. I think they were only like 4 days or something to maturation, which is fantastic. And then I might be able to multiply them up as well. So this is why I need such a huge amount of... I don't know why I dug that out. I need such a huge amount of plots. So I'm going to start really multiplying stuff up and having a massive farm very soon. It's getting good now. It's getting to the point I want it to be. And it means I'm a bit poor at the moment. And I've just realised I probably should have ended the episode there. Oops. Oh well, it's only very, very, very early in the morning so far. So I am going to leave you guys there. I got a little bit carried away, honestly, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Staxel, then please do subscribe to the channel. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.